How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon BDSP Wi-Fi battle, and today is the last time we're using the Sceptile team, so hopefully we can make it work. If you want to battle me, then join the Discord server in the description, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Okay, so we found our opponent, Eduardo, aka Elixir, on the Discord server. Join the Discord if you want to battle me. Again, I can't stress that enough. Anyway, they've got a really cool team. Spiritomb, Gastrodon, oh, I'm getting some Cynthia vibes. Metagross, Tentacruel, Togekiss, and a Magmar. Interesting. I'm wondering what the Magmar is going to do. I mean, I can't fault you because I used an Electabuzz, so it's like, you know, maybe Magmar's got some tricks up its sleeve. I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking probably, I would say a Spiritomb lead potentially to get burns off on the likes of Salamence and Scizor. I'm thinking we lead with Scizor and we'll just U-turn on whatever they bring in because Scizor does pretty well here. If we get rid of the Tentacruel, get rid of the Magmar. And the battle begins. Eduardo's going to lead off with Indivisible, the Gastrodon. Nice and shiny as well. Can't really tell, but you know, it's there. As we go into our gold and the Scizor over here. So Scizor is in a good spot here. We can just U-turn on this thing pretty easily, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that U-turn on it. And they might switch out, they might stay in and go for a Scald. They are going to switch out there, which is pretty good for us. And they're going to go into Flicker, which is of course the Magmar. Now, I've got to be careful U-turning on these Magmars. To be honest with you, I've just remembered they have flame body, don't they? Which makes sense, by the way. Please don't burn me. Oh, we got the burn on the Scizors. Damn. That's fine. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. We get a free switch into the Magmar now, which is always nice. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go into the likes of Rotom, Salamence maybe. I think Rotom's the better one, to be honest with you, because we can bait the Gastrodon out. So I think we go Rotom. I think Rotom's the right play here, so into Rotom we go. And I'm thinking we hard switch into Sceptile now, trying to catch the Gastrodon off guard. I think that's a pretty good choice. We just got to worry about the Togekiss. So maybe not. They're definitely going to go into the Gastrodon now, though. I'd say they go into Gastrodon because it completely walls me. Let's go into the Sceptile, and once again we'll try and get some damage off on something anyway. In comes Indivisible, the Gastrodon again to wall us. We're going to nicely anticipate that and go into the Sceptile, which is great for us. And from there, we just go for a Leaf Blade, I think. Yep, so I'm just going to go straight for a Leaf Blade. I know the Togekiss is probably coming in, but it's all damage at the end of the day. They are going to withdraw. They're probably going to go Togekiss. They might go Metagross. Mistletoe. That's a Togekiss. There we go. So, oh, nice and shiny as well. Togekiss looks... You know what? It was hard to make a shiny for Togekiss because I tried like inverting the colors and stuff like that, but I figured just going for a different color to red and blue would make it stand out a bit more. So there's how it turned out. So, Togekiss actually has a proper shiny now. So anyway, the obvious switch here is to go into Heatran. They may anticipate that and go into Gastrodon again. However, I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest with you. Not too fussed at all. I think I'm just going to do that, go into the Heatran straight away. So let's get Sceptile out of here. And it's times like this I wish I had Rock Slide, because that would have been perfect. So we'll bring Heatran in real quick. Heatran can basically wall Togekiss like it's nothing. As they go for an Aura Sphere, which shouldn't do too much damage. Nope. It's a free hit KO. So we're good. We're good there. The free hit KO. That's what we like. So what we like. So they're probably going to go Gastrodon again. And the thing about the Gastrodon is we need to try and find a way to hit this thing where it hurts. They might stay in and go for another Aura Sphere, but I don't think they will. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, try and get rid of the... Damn, they stayed in. Interesting. They outspeed us as well, which is really frustrating. So, went for a Will-O-Wisp, expecting the Gastrodon to come in so that we could get some chip damage every turn, but that's not how it's worked out, unfortunately. So, the Togekiss is probably going to KO Heatran this turn. However, I am basically just going to keep it alive because it'll still do well against the Metagross at this health. So I'm pretty confident in that. What can we do here? What can we do here? I say we go into... It's tough because Scizor's burnt, so he can't really do anything. Rotom's just going to get switched into by the Gastrodon. I can't really think about what to do here. Could do with some more health on Heatran, to be honest with you. Well, that's not going to work in this situation. I think the best play here, considering it's going for Aura Sphere, is to go into Salamence. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. They might also switch up moves expecting the Scizor and go for Flamethrower. So that's always something to think about. So we'll bring in Salamence and we'll go straight for a Stone Edge. And hopefully we hit it and can weaken this Togekiss, because that'd be great. So there's the Aura Sphere. Of course, it's not going to do much damage to Salamence over here. We're going to eat it up like it's nothing. And based on that damage, I can guarantee that a Dazzling Gleam won't KO from here. So that's always nice to know. Burn damage is, of course, willing it down. Well, it's not willing it down. It's just nullifying the leftovers, which is always nice. So let's go straight for a Stone Edge from here. And we'll try and get a KO or close to a KO. So we hit the Stone Edge, which is great. It's a 2-hit KO, which is also great. As they go for a Thunder Wave. Should have seen that coming, Jax. Should have seen that coming. Now, we are Choice Scarfed, so there is obviously the potential chance that we still outspeed the Togekiss. In which case, we might be able to get away with just a barely a scratch on our Salamence, which would be great. So, with that in mind, let's go for another Stone Edge. I'm just glad we managed to get the Togekiss down as far as we did, to be honest with you. So, they might even go for a Roost. If they outspeed us and go for Roost, that's fair enough. We'll just have to switch out into something else. Alright, so they're actually going to withdraw their Togekiss this time. And they're going to go into Indivisible, which makes sense. The Gastrodon can definitely eat up a Stone Edge like it's nothing. And we're probably going to miss anyway, right? No, we don't miss. That's pretty cool. A little bit of chip damage here and there. A little tiny bit of chip damage. Now, they have got leftovers, so that'll probably be healed up in no time flat. So, something to think about. However, we are in a very, very decent position right now. So what we can do is, we can go into Sceptile right now. And from Sceptile, we can probably set up a Swords Dance. There we go. We're going to get Salamence out of there, of course. And we're going to go into our Sceptile. Now, if they go for an Ice Beam, it won't KO us. There's the Ice Beam. There's the lack of a KO, which is always nice. Oh my lord, are you kidding me? I got frozen. As if I got frozen. This is my last chance to use Sceptile. And it is literally an Ice Cube right now. That is just ridiculous. Let's see if we fall out straight away. Let's see if the ball's enough to stay in just in case we fall out. You never know. You never know. Alright, they're actually going to withdraw their Gastrodon and they're going to go into Togekiss. Flicker. Okay. Flicker also works. We don't fall out, I don't think, this turn. I've got a feeling. Yeah, we're frozen solid. We're probably going to remain that way as well, which is really frustrating. So let's go for an Earthquake on the off chance we get fought out. Oh, we got really lucky and fought out. Now we can go for an Earthquake and take out this Magma. Perfect. Perfect. So Sceptile's back in the game. Okay. Sceptile's back in the game. So now they can probably just bring in Metagross and Bullet Punch, or they could bring in Spiritomb and Sucker Punch, or they could bring in the Togekiss again and just straight up wall us. This particular instance, I don't think we need to worry too much about it. I think they're probably going to go for a Roost, to be honest with you. In which case, they've got Thunder Wave, Aura Sphere, probably have Air Slash. They probably have Roost. I don't think they'll have Flamethrower. Let's go into Scizor real quick. On the off chance that they don't Roost, they might just go for an Air Slash or a Thunder Wave, trying to get that Sceptile paralysis off, which would be really frustrating. But watch them go for a Flamethrower now. Now that I've said that. Oh no, they go for Air Slash. That's cool. I'm actually just really glad they didn't go for a. I'm just really glad they didn't go for a Roost there. You know, so they might not actually have Roost, which would be perfect for me, because once we get this Togekiss out of the way, you know, Tentacruel's going to take a lot of damage from Earthquake. Gastrodon, you know, Gastrodon's screwed if Sceptile gets let loose on it, so that's always a plus. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a Bullet Punch. I think Bullet Punch will do the job from here, hopefully. Alright, they're going to withdraw their Mistletoe, and they're going to go into what? Metagross, that makes sense. Metagross makes sense. Cherish Ball Shiny, nice, okay. What's the event for that? I can't remember what the event was for that, to be honest with you. probably one from, I guess, Aurus or something like that. Either way, whatever. It's pretty cool how it's in a Cherish Ball. Alright, so scandalous. The Metagross is in. We basically just have to U-turn here, right? I think it depends. We haven't seen leftovers. We haven't had the opportunity to see if it's Life Orb. So if we assume it's Choice Band, because Choice Band is pretty common on Metagross anyway. Alright, they're actually going to withdraw Metagross, maybe expecting us to switch out ourselves, and they go into Wreckage, which is of course the Tentacruel. So that's not too bad of a situation for us to be in. Let's see how much damage this U-turn does. That way we can maybe help determine... No, that's too little damage. It's hard to tell what kind of Tentacruel that is from that. Gastrodon is still going to be there. So if we can get rid of the Gastrodon somehow, Rotom can have some fun, but not in this instance, we're not. So I'm thinking we go Donphan, and then we can just go EQ. I'm thinking that. Yeah, I'm thinking Donphan's a solid one here, because like, obviously we've got Sturdy in effect, so we can go for a Earthquake, and my opponent doesn't seem to be setting up hazards with this team, so it's one, we don't really need the Rapid Spinner as much, so I say we go straight for an Earthquake on this thing. If they go for the Scald and they get the burn, then that's just unfortunate on my part. But I'm sure 2 Earthquakes, with the second one being a burnt Earthquake, will definitely KO. So Scald doesn't even take us down to Sturdy, which is kind of annoying because it means Custap Berry's not going to happen. Earthquake takes out the Tentacruel though, which is perfect. Perfect in every single way. So that's great news. Tentacruel out of the way. And now they can probably just bring in Mistletoe or Gastrodon, I'd say. There's the Metagross. Metagross is an interesting one. So I'm going to guess they're going to try and get the KO with the Meteor Mash to try and get the attack boost. But I don't think we're going to let that happen. So let's go for an Earthquake and see how this goes. They go for the Meteor Mash. If it's Choice Banded, it'll take us out. What? That's not Choice Banded. Not Choice Banded at all. So we're probably going to get a good Custap Berry KO on this Metagross, to be honest with you. So let's just go ahead and do that. We'll go for a knockoff. There we go. Custap Berry knockoff coming through. And they have Bullet Punch. So, you know what? I don't mind this too much because it confirms to us that the Metagross isn't choiced. I have no idea what item it is. It must be a berry of some kind. So looking at this situation we're in now, Heatran outspeeds Metagross, which is great. Means we can just go in and go for a Magma Storm, which again is great. Perfect. So let's do that. The Metagross is on its last legs. Probably going to bring in the Gastrodon here, but getting the Magma Storm off on that and then getting the chip damage, and then we can go for an Earth Power. Let Heatran go down, bring in the Sceptile, get a KO hopefully, because it'll KO Metagross from here and it'll 2-hit KO Togekiss hopefully from here. Alright, there we go. We're going to withdraw the Metagross probably into the Gastrodon, right? Indivisible. Indivisible. So Gastrodon comes in. We're going to hit a Magma Storm. Yes, thank you. Hitting the Magma Storm's great because it means we get some chip damage every turn. And there we go. Swirling Magma. So we also get some leftovers, which is great. I'm just thinking about what to do here. I think Gastrodon being alive is probably better for us. Not Gastrodon. Heatran being alive is probably better for us. So we'll let it take some chip damage first. And we'll see what they're going to do with said Gastrodon. I know we don't hard switch into Sceptile here, though, because it's probably going to go for an attacking move like Scald. So, with that in mind... I think we go into Scizor and then U-turn. I'm pretty sure that's what we do here. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Scizzor's kind of like one of them Pokemon where it's burned, so it's like its uses are limited, but it could potentially get the KO on the Togekiss, so it's always worth keeping it around type thing. So at least we don't have to worry about Scald Burn on this. So there's the Ice Beam, obviously expecting the Sceptile to come in. Not on my watch. Not on my watch at all, as I'm going to go for a U-turn this next turn. Do I go for a U-turn? I don't think I go for a U-turn here. I think they switch into something. Maybe the Spiritomb. Or they stay in. Don't know what they do here. I'm pretty sure we outspeed though. So let's go for a Swords Dance on this thing. It can't... We're already burned, so we may as well just do something. May as well do something about it. There we go. We outspeed. We go for a Swords Dance. Get that attack power up a bit more. Because why not? As they go for a Recover, which is perfectly fine. I'm just going to try and set up on this guy's face, to be honest with you. That's the kind of game I'm playing right now. I'm going to set up with Scizor. And we're going to go from there. I just really don't want to switch in Sceptile just for it to get KO'd by an Ice Beam, you know? So we'll go for another Swords Dance. Get our attack stat up really high. I'm going to get greedy a bit. You know? I'm going to get a bit greedy. There we go. Attack raised. And now they go for an Earth Power, which shouldn't do too much damage to us. Nah, it's not much damage at all. We can always just go for a Roost at the end of the day. Always just go for a Roost. So... if he's going to be going for Earth Power, I say that now we U-turn into Sceptile, hopefully get the Liechi Berry activated, which would be great, and then we get a KO on something. So let's go for the U-turn and see if we can do that with Sceptile real quick. So U-turn does half, which is great. Absolutely perfect. And we're going to go into Sceptile real quick. Or do we go into... do we go into Sceptile here? I think Heatran. And then we get a free switch in Sceptile. I think that's probably better. No. Is it? Is it though? Is it really? Because if we switch into an Earth Power, we'll get the attack boost. I think that's the play. From the Liechi Berry. So we'll go into Sceptile real quick. This is where they predict this and go for an Ice Beam. No, they go for an Earth Power. That's great. So Earth Power takes us in range where not only do we activate our Liechi Berry and get an attack boost, we also get the Unburden boost. So we are faster than everything. And to be fair, looking at the rest of the team, Sceptile was already faster anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go straight for a Leaf Blade. It should KO the Metagross if he switches it in. But I think the smart play here is to get a free switching with Metagross so they can get a Bullet Punch off. There we go. They're going to withdraw the Gastrodon, of course. They don't want it to go down just yet. And they're going to go into Mistletoe, who is probably going to get 2-hit KO'd by the Leaf Blade. I'm hoping anyway. It's boosted in attack anyway, so it should definitely nearly KOs. So after leftovers and the burn, we're definitely in KO range, which is always nice. There we go. Nice little bit of burn. And we just go for another Leaf Blade and KO this Togekiss, which is fantastic. So we actually did something with Sceptile for a change. So let's go for it. Let's just go for it. There we go. Go for a Leaf Blade. Take out the Togekiss. Like I said, this does give them a free switch into Metagross, but you know, it's I kind of need Sceptile for Gastrodon. You know, kind of need it. It's the funniest thing ever. They could also go in Spiritomb here and go for a Sucker Punch, but I doubt they'll do that. Odd Rebirth. They do go into the Spiritomb. Interesting. So Spiritomb comes in. Gets the pressure off, which is an interesting one. I'm going to switch out because I just have a bad feeling about this whole situation. So I'm going to go into Salamence real quick. I think Salamence is the play. I think they're going to go for a Sucker Punch or a Shadow Sneak. Either way, Intimidate on Salamence is going to be great here. And we can just go for an Outrage, which would be perfect. So the battle's going to end in 60 seconds, which is very frustrating. Salamence KOs the Metagross. Salamence can do a lot of damage to the Gastrodon. Salamence will do a lot of damage to the Spiritomb. So let's go for the Outrage. Let's just do it. There we go. We outspeed because it's a Spiritomb and they are very slow. 2-hit KOing the Spiritomb. Actually, maybe not after the berry. I don't know. It's hard to tell with that berry. No. We're definitely 2-hit KOing with a berry. Uses a Hex. That's going to do, yep, that did some damage. That's to be expected, I guess. As this next turn, we're just going to go for another Outrage, and we should be able to take out the Spiritomb, which is perfect. There we go. Go for the Outrage. Down goes the Spiritomb, and now all they have left is Gastrodon and Metagross. So, we'll deal with that. Well, we won't deal with that because it's the end of the game, because Game Freak decided 20 minutes was an acceptable amount of time. I know Ilka made this game, but it's the same in Sword and Shield. And hopefully it's not the same in Scarlet and Violet. So that is the end of that match. It was a very fun game. I will let you guys decide who won that. I think it's a very close one. Personally, I'm not sure whether we would have won. I guess we'll just have to see what you guys think. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. With that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.